Hi there. Today I want to show you 3 techniques using the Faber Castell Gelatos, and here's my little stash of gelatos that I have going on. When I was at CHA, I saw that they've got some new colors that are about to be released. Actually, they are available at Simon Says Stamp right now, and I'll link them up on my blog. So I'm going to be purchasing them, and they sell them in packs of 4, which means I'm going to have a few duplicates on my hands. I think the pink, the red, and the blue for starters are going to be duplicates, which means it's giveaway time on the blog. So when I get my new ones in, I'll be sure to do the giveaway on my blog at that time for the extra ones that I have and don't need. So anyway, let's get back to the video today. I'm going to be using 2 Hero Arts backgrounds. I'm going to emboss them. That's the Lotus background and the magical background. And I'm going to heat emboss them in clear onto white Nina cardstock. But you can use whatever cardstock you have on hand. And I'm going to heat emboss off camera, so it's done now. It's been heat embossed. So we're going to work with the Lotus background first. And you do not always have to use gelatos in their color families. You can go outside their color families if you want, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do from dark to light, so I'm going to start with the red, and you just generously rub it onto your cardstock, and then you simply blend it with your finger. It's just that simple. It's a little messy. It gets on your hands, but that's okay. So here I started with red. I'm going to move on to orange, and I'm going to use the same finger to blend, even though it has some of the red on my finger, because I want the colors to blend nicely. So I'm going to, blend that into each color, and then I'm going to finish off with yellow up at the top. And just rub it on your cardstock as much or as little as you want, depending on how vibrant and bold you want your colors to be. I think it's hilarious that the gelatos keep rolling into my workspace. So anyway, I blended it all with my finger, and then I'm simply going to take a wet wipe, and because I'm anal, I'm going to clean my area first. And then I'm using clean sections of the wet wipe per color. I'm going to wipe off the gelatos, and you can see they come right off the heat embossed areas. So again, just use a clean area of whatever cloth that you're using per color, and then wipe it. You can be very firm with this and wipe it until you get the effect that you want of the embossed panels showing through. So that's what I'm doing here, and then you will get a beautiful, stunning, gorgeous, bold, vibrant background with that shiny embossiness shining through. It's really quite stunning in person. Okay, the next technique that we're going to do is actually water painting, and you can use a paintbrush with a cup of water. I have these water brush pens that I purchased off of Simon Says Stamp. Again, I'll link it up on the blog, and it's sold in a 3-pack with 3 different tip sizes, and I'm going to use the largest tip. I'm going to do a silver background here just to show you don't always have to do multiple colors with gelatos. You can do whatever you want. That's the fun thing about them. It's the sky's limit with these things. So you saw that I just basically colored it on the cardstock, and then I just take a paintbrush, and I'm being pretty heavy with the water, and I'm smearing all of the gelatos around to get that really subtle, shimmery silver background. And I'm going to take a wet wipe here and clean my work area, and then I'm going to wipe it off the puddles and excess gelatos. But I decided I wanted to show you more clearly how wonderful they work with water and paintbrushes. So I'm going to go ahead and take that blue, and I'm going to go around the edges with the blue to give it more of a look, so you'll be able to see just how wonderful they work with water. So I'm just going to go around the edges with blue. You can see there's no rhyme or reason to this. You do whatever you want. And then I'm going to take my water brush, and I'm going to paint going in. So the edges will have that nice blue, and then the middle will still have that that silver look to it. And once you get the effect that you want, just take a wet wipe or a cloth, and just wipe off the puddles of water that you might have still on your cardstock, and you'll have a beautiful background. Here I just added a little bit more silver to show you that you can always go back and add whenever you want to. So if you see something you don't like, no problem, easy to fix. And the last thing is actually using gelatos directly onto stamps. And here I'm going to be using from the Sweet Stamp Shop, Sweet Victoria. And I'm going to be using those 3 gorgeous roses. And I'm going to be picking them up with my Fisker stamp press. If you guys don't have one of these, you're crazy because it's wonderful. I'll link that up on my blog too. So take your gelatos. I'm using red, pink, and I think yellow, and I'm just basically coloring them directly onto my stamped image. I'm going to go back in with gold on a couple of them just to give them a little bit of that oomph look. You'll see And as you can see, I'm rubbing the gelato off the paper. You cannot contaminate gelatos. Simply rub them off on a piece of paper and you'll get your true color back. It's very easy. I'm spritzing with some water. I did 2 spritzes here with some water. And then I'm going to stamp directly onto my cardstock. And I'm going to hold my stamp down just for a few seconds to make sure the water has time to absorb into that cardstock. And then I'm going to pick it up, and then you get this beautiful watercolor effect of roses. It's really quite stunning in person. So here are the 3 techniques I showed you. Here I blended with my finger, here I painted with water, and then here I used them directly onto the stamps. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll give these techniques a try, and if you do, please let me know. I'd love to see them. Here's a look at the finished cards I made, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.